Hi guys! So welcome to episode 12 of my Inspirations podcast. So this is a podcast about knitting and yarn dyeing, and I will be your hostess for today. My name is Christelle and you can find me almost everywhere as Tricot Stitch. So I'm a French girl. I live near Paris, forgive my accent. So you can find all the topics I will be covering in this episode in the show notes. You just have to click on plus just below. I'm trying to be as exhaustive as I can in the links and all the information you will need to find the patterns I'll be showing you or anything like this. Also, you will find all the useful links in the show notes. So the newsletter, I strongly encourage you to subscribe. There will be a present for you when you subscribe. It's a pattern of the Jimmy shawl, which is here. It's a beautiful shawl with a stockinette body and a beautiful, very graphic lace border. And you can see another version just up here. It's a multicolored version that I still need to be blocking. So just hold on a sec. Okay. Also, the shop is updated every Monday at 5 PM Paris time, so everything is in the shop at 5 PM. Sometimes I'm starting the update a bit earlier. The newsletter is sent once a week on Mondays at 5 PM, sorry, 5 PM Paris time. It's the best way to check out what's going to be in the shop, the newsletter, because I'm also showing you the new yarn in the shop at the end of the episode, each episode. But you have two choices. You can just check out the newsletter, or you can just, you know, skip ahead and click on the time code in the show notes if you want to have a look at what's in the shop without waiting. So today, what are we going to talk about? So last episode I took you with me for a whole day to spend the day with me prepping orders, labeling yarn and things like that. So thank you very much for your comments. It was lovely to have you. This episode is more classic. And today we're going to talk about the winner for the FO Fanfare. So that's the permanent, the ongoing CAL, monthly CAL at Tricot Stitch. So yeah, there is a winner for March. I'm going to be revealing a Instagram handle. Then there are some projects on which I'm making, progress every month that I share once a month with you guys to show you my progress. So I will be sharing my fil rouge, red thread projects. Then we'll talk a bit more about WIPGO, and then it's going to be about what's new in the shop. So a bit new things in the shop this week. There will be markers, there will be yarn, and for the first time ever, and maybe the only time, there will be some needle minders. Cross stitch. Okay, so let's dive into it. First of all, the winner of the FO Fanfare. So the FO Fanfare is a monthly CAL at Tricot Stitch. To enter, it's open internationally, and to enter you need to share your Tricot Stitch project. It could be a yarn or a pattern, and you have to share it on Instagram using this hashtag, or you can play on Ravelry. So you will find the link to the group in the show notes. And you just have to share a picture of your work in progress or your finished object using Tricot Stitch, yarn or pattern, or both. So the winner for March is Lalati BZH on Instagram, so congratulations. She wins a skein of the March colorway of the Sock Knitters Almanac, so that's lucky, with mini paddy, and a copy of the Amber Wing socks by Summer Lee. Congratulations. That's it. So yeah, I just wanted to talk a bit about week that's just passed. Today is Friday the 9th of April, and for us in France, the past week was the first week of the second lockdown, and the kids were not at school, so I had to homeschool them this week. So one thing is, I mean, 70% of my dyeing sessions now are pre-orders, so I really didn't want to you know, be late for my pre-orders. And so instead of, you know, homeschooling the kids and replacing the dye sessions by homeschooling, I decided I would do everything. So the rhythm this week has been, I mean, hell. It's been 15 hours a day, every day. So I'm super happy because, one, I'm not tired. Maybe I'm too wired up, I don't know. But inexplicably, I'm not tired. I managed to do everything, which is completely unbelievable, and I'm weighing my words. I just can't believe I'm not late for anything. But I know why. I mean, the kids and my husband have been incredible this week. We've rallied all as a team, and my eldest, I have two older kids, they are 14 and Maxime is almost 11, and they were a great help. They were very intent on working early in the morning, do as much as they could during the morning, and then be done with it for the day. So I love that way of you know, of organizing the things. And then they were very helpful with the little ones. Maxime, for example, on Thursday gave a bath to baby Amelia, and they collaborated to prepare some of the meals. I mean, awesome team. I was so proud of them. So we were all in it together. Everyone, you know, participated, and in the end I was able to work. So I had to work a lot, but I was able to do everything. All the orders were sent on time, and yeah, wow, I'm going to, you know, I think rest this weekend. I still have a dye session tomorrow, but apart from that, and, you know, post-editing the podcast, I think I will just, you know, knit, because I didn't knit. That's one thing I didn't do. Actually, I knitted 4 rounds on this sock. That's all I did for the whole week. I didn't do any cross stitch, although, you know, now I have my little routine of cross stitching for 10 to 15 minutes in the morning while drinking my tea. Well, I didn't do that. I really was intent on making as much progress as I could and not be late. So yeah, I'm happy to report that worked. That's great. Fortunately, it's not always like this. It was only for this week, because now homeschooling is over. It's going to be a 2-week vacation, and then for Maxime and Constant, my 2 boys, school will resume on the 26th of April, and for my eldest Ambre, school will resume 1 week later. But I mean, she's the eldest one, she's 14, and she's completely independent, and I mean, she can work on her own. She almost doesn't need us anymore. So yeah, so very positive feedback for this week. I was a bit, you know, I had a lot of anxiety given all there was to do, and because homeschooling was not so easy the last time, but no, everything went fine, and super cool. Okay, so now I want to share a bit of knitting, because I didn't do anything this week, but fear not, I knitted actually in March, so I have things to report. Although I didn't make as, you know, much progress as I would like. It's always like that. I'm still able to share a bit of knitting with you. So first, fil rouge project. It's the Snow Melt mystery card by Ellen Stewart. So it's not a mystery card anymore. I mean, that pattern is completely public and not mysterious at all anymore. But it was initially a mystery card that I would have loved to do when it went out the first time. But yeah, I'm really not feeling it anymore. My stitch count is off for a start. I've realized that when I started the lace section, and my stitch count is off. So I'm trying, you know, to wiggle around it and add the odd stitch at the end of the row, and you know, go back to the correct number of stitches. But yeah, it doesn't feel good. I'm a bit, you know, yeah, I'm not digging it anymore. I still think the yarn is gorgeous. It's what I've spun during the Christmas break, so it's gorgeous. It's full of beautiful memories of kids being sick and all. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll just frog it and Navarro apply it and do something else. I don't know. I'm just not excited with it anymore. I'm still giving it the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to think about it, and it's really how I feel, actually. It's really how I feel. If I feel better about it in a, you know, in some future time, like the next weeks, I'm going to let it be and start knitting on it again. But if I still get that feeling that I'm not, you know, I'm not much into it and I don't feel like knitting on it, I'm going to forget. So the next project is my Come Sail Away. It's from Stunning String Mystery Club. I never remember the name. But it's the, you know, it's the mystery card that's spread on 10 months by Cindy Garland. And this is, I'm 3/3 done with March clue, so I've not started on April clue, but I think I'm going to put a few stitches in that this weekend, you know, just to get a break. So it's gorgeous. I'm done with the beading part of the clue for the month, and it's lovely. I'm really enjoying it. Really enjoying it. Oh, just very quickly, for those of you who love nail polish, this week it's ELNP, and it's the Lights Out colorway. It's gorgeous. I love it. Just very quickly. Okay, so the yarn for this is 100% BFL. It's lovely. It's 100 gram. It's a big ball. The colorway is lovely. I think I will be wearing it very easily. It's something, you know, for summer, like to go on something black with, or navy with stripes. It's gorgeous. I mean, it's completely nautical. The theme this year for the Stunning Mystery Club is nautical, completely. It's cruise and all. So yeah. My other mystery card that I've not much worked on over the past days is this one. Just don't look if you don't want to see. It's the what's the name again? Embarkation by Cindy Garland. So it's part of the same club, actually. There is 3 mystery cards this year. Each one is spread over 8 weeks, plus the bonus mystery card that is spread over 10 months. That's how the club works. So yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I just don't have, you know, I didn't have any time. As much as I love it, it's not a priority. I really want to be done with Tricot Stitch projects first and foremost, and then I will be, you know, once I've made satisfying progress on my Tricot Stitch projects, I will be indulging in some, you know, very fun and personal knitting. Yeah, because I've been indulging a lot in March and didn't make any progress. Nothing very satisfying. So now I just want to, you know, change tactics and finish the Tricot Stitch projects and then indulge. Speaking of which, the Tricot stitch projects on which I'm currently working. So that's the pattern for the Sock Knitters Almanac. That's the Edwardian boating socks. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, and I'm using my April colorway for the Sock Knitters Almanac, and it's Gourmandises, and it's a lovely you know, mix of pastel shades. It's with lots of beautiful speckles. I'm really enjoying knitting on that, so I just wish I could, you know, just have some time with it. It's going to happen just this weekend. It's going to be okay. And then the other projects on which I made good progress was mainly last weekend is the Reconfort shawl. I'm almost done with the last section, last lacy section, and then it's all garter stitch until I'm running out of yarn, and I still have some left. So yes, that will be beautiful garter stitch border, and that will be done because charting is done. So next step will be to write up the pattern and send it to test. I'm completely super late for, you know, having my pattern tested in English. I wanted to apologize for those of you who offered to test the Cozy Socks pattern, for example. I think about Anne. Sorry, Anne. Completely late. It won't happen soon. I have a lot of translation work to do, but not French to English, but the other way around. The Cozy Sock pattern, I think, won't be in the program until there is still a few months. But I'm going to translate this baby as soon as I'm done with writing the pattern, and I will call for testers, but only once everything is done and ready to send. So I won't be repeating the same mistakes. For testing the Reconfort shawl, I will wait until everything is ready to be sent. So that way, when you say yes, you will receive all the material straight away, immediately. There will be kits in the shop for that shawl. I think I'm going to pre-order a bit of yarn because I don't hold that base, that tweeded DK base in the shop. Usually I don't carry it. I'm going to add it to the shop on a regular basis starting this autumn, but I think I will order a bit just for the testers to be able to work with the same yarn. So there will be a discount for testers, but I will talk about that a bit later or closer to the date and once the test is ready to be launched. Okay, so that's it for the knitting. Not much done this week, but that's okay because kids being on vacation for the next 2 weeks, I think I'm going to be able to get back to my usual rhythm, so that's a good thing. What I wanted to show, to dig a bit more deeper with you is WIPGO, because I went very quickly last episode about WIPGO. So numbers for April are 3 and 21, and the numbers for March, where it was about the Westfield Wanderer, what I did is that I had the body of the shawl to knit. So I split the body of the shawl in 2 separate numbers, WIPGO numbers. So WIPGO, if you're not familiar, is like bingo, but for unfinished projects, be it cross stitch. Well, initially it was about cross stitch, but I decided to do it but with knitting. And so Westfield Wanderer was split into 2 numbers, and one was drawn last month in March, so that was knit the first half of the body, and coincidence, it was drawn this month as well, so second half of the body. But this won't happen, guys. I won't be able to complete the whole the whole pattern this month. It's completely impossible, given what I've already told you about the projects I might be indulging in and the projects I want to be finished and everything. I mean, it won't happen. So I just wanted to show you my progress so far on the Westfield Wanderer. So that's this beast of a shawl. It's very big, it's a schlanket, and that's what I did. Okay, I think I did a third of what I intended to do over the month of March. A third. So no, not this time. Okay, but it's okay. I mean, no pressure. I think I will just, you know, knit a bit on it, and maybe it will join the rest of the projects for WIPGO 2022. We'll see. The other project, because there is 2 numbers drawn each month, the second number for March was finish the ongoing spinning project. This didn't happen. I didn't spin at all. I'm still trying to figure out how to include spinning in my, you know, daily or weekly routine. No success so far, but I don't give up. I will find a way. I didn't find a way for cross stitch, so I mean, I don't see why I couldn't find a way for spinning as well. The second project that was drawn for April is a pattern from this book, Knit Like a Light Gin, and it's the Christmas flower mittens. Beautiful. No, sorry, that's the chart. Yeah, beautiful Christmassy pattern. Guys, I think it's a beautiful pattern, but I'm really not there at all. That's my humble beginnings. Okay, so that's completely Christmas. Okay, it sits in a Christmas bag with Christmas, or everything Christmas. It's on tiny needles. It's color work. I mean, it's not going to work. So no, I don't think I will be touching this apart from for showing it to you. But no, it won't happen. Sorry, but no. And that's it for WIPGO. So now I will show you what's new in the shop, because there is, you know, things I want to show you. First of all, I need to locate the new markers, but I don't know what I did with it. I mean, what did I do with it? Okay. Okay, so maybe if I find the markers, I will show them to you. Well, no, they're here. Okay. Sorry about that. So, first of all, the new markers that I'm putting in the shop are actually not completely new, because I had them a few weeks ago, but they were sold out, so I managed to find some more, and there are a few added to the shop, but in a very limited quantity, so it's 3 little cats. And you choose the finish, either dormeuse like this, or lobster claw, or simple rings. And the other ones, I don't have many of those either, but I love them. It's the little cottages. They're lovely. That one, and I think it's a shop. So both are in the shop. I will have in the shop some needle minders. So I don't have many, and I don't think I will be offering them again once they're gone. But I have a couple of needle minders. So, you know, needle minders are for cross stitching. For example, this is my cross stitch, and it's you have a little, I don't remember what it's called. It's a magnetic thingy. Sorry, the words. I don't remember the words. Okay, and so you put it on your cross stitch linen, or Aida fabric, and yeah, it minds your needle for you. Or I think it's called also a needle nanny. Well, it helps you avoiding, you know, dropping your needle or forgetting where it is. It's pretty, yeah, pretty convenient. So I have a few needle minders, Gothic style, for example, unicorns, skeleton cameos, owls, and skulls. I mean, if you wish to celebrate Halloween before it's Halloween time. But I still have some more classical as well. I have a few selections like this. I have cameos as well. I have some lovely hand painted. Every one of them is different. They are lovely. But yeah, sometimes I have 2 or 3, but those are completely unique. But once they're gone, they're gone. I have a few Christmas inspired also, like this one. But check it out, check the shop if you are interested in needle minders. You can, you know, check out the shop. You have this one also. Yeah. Okay, and now the yarn. So I have this week, I have 3 lucky on Lurex fingering. Also, all the pre-orders for the gnome kits are now not pre-orders anymore, but in stock. So you have Gnome des Neiges, so that's snow gnome. Gnome de Maison, that's house gnome. Gnome des Bois, that's wood gnome. And your favorite, Gnome des Jardins, that's garden gnome. Okay, then I dyed some halo on yak sock, and it's gorgeous. What do I have? I have some Déplacement de Stock, which is a bright fluorescent lemon. I have Framboise sous acide. Some oldies but goodies. I have some Lone Peak. Everything is on extra thin fingering, unless I say otherwise, but this is on extra thin fingering. I have a snow owl. Lovely snow owl. I have on Lurex fingering 3 beautiful flower queen. On Stellina fingering 3 champagne rosé, which pair with halo. I mean, this would make a wonderful Moonstruck by Nadia Crétin-Lequen and Ciel Knits. I have 2 mint paluzza, beautiful minty green with navy speckles. I have 3 Dreamy Ara, a gorgeous variegated colorway. And last but not least, I have a few skeins of this new colorway that I called Heatwave, and it's a lovely light shade of purple with just a dash of speckles. They're lovely. I really love that colorway, and I actually am keeping one for myself, which will enable me to show you something new. I mean, this is the last batch that you will see with those labels like visit cards that I'm attaching, like you saw me in the last podcast episode. Starting with the next batch, there will be new Tricot stitch labels, and I'm so proud of them. I mean, it's like a dream come true. When I see a skein of yarn with that label, it's really my dream coming true. So I'm so happy. It will make labeling the skeins much easier for me. That's just an example. You know, this one is still got his he's got a double label actually, but I'm actually going to keep that one for me. It's the same heatwave colorway, but I just fell in love with the speckles. So yeah, and that's it for this week, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next week for another one. So have a lovely week and see you next Monday. Bye bye.